What I'm going to try to do is to bring you up to speed on how the two worlds of nutrition and medicine are starting to collide and give you a glimpse at the future of what food as medicine will really be like.
Dr. William Li is a renowned medical doctor and researcher with expertise in cancer prevention and treatment.
The thing that's different about me, though, is I started realizing with all the successes we've had, new treatments for 12 different types of cancers that didn't exist before, that we were really only tackling part of the equation, because wouldn't it be much better if we could actually prevent the disease in the first place?
He has dedicated his life's work to unraveling the complexities of cancer biology, particularly focusing on the role of food in reinforcing our body's 5 defense systems.
It's very hard to beat Mother Nature. And you can talk about drugs when you're talking about treating disease, but when you're talking about prevention and raising your shields, amping up your health defenses, you can't talk about drugs. You got to talk about something like food.
Writing books such as Eat to Beat Disease, Li knows that we're at severe risk unless we fix our diet and fix it now.
I would say that this is where science comes into play. We didn't have, for 50 years ago, the ability to look at our food in ways that we now actually have.
What are the 5 defense systems and the exact foods we need to eat to help in the fight against cancer? Because at every moment in the day, no matter how healthy we are constantly in that fight.
These are the systems, these 5 systems that maintain our health. So I'll tell you what they are. First health defense system is called angiogenesis. That's what I study. This is how the body grows blood vessels.
Okay.
It is a whole system of growth. Now, when you're going to go to work out, all right, you're going to pump some iron.
Yeah.
Your muscles got to grow. Now you need a few more blood vessels. All right. If you skin your knee and fall off a bike, you got to heal that wound. Underneath that scab, you got new blood vessels growing to heal. The body never lets too many blood vessels to grow or causes problems. For example, cancers are forming in all of our bodies because we're filled with these dividing cells and some of them make mistakes. Microscopic cancer is completely harmless because it doesn't have a blood supply. And so our body prevents cancers from growing naturally by controlling the angiogenesis. And there are treatments, including ones that I helped to develop, that can cut off the blood supply to cancer by cutting off it, by starving it.
What Dr. Li is referring to is anti-angiogenic therapy, which aims to abolish the nutrient and oxygen supply to the tumor cells through the decrease of the vascular network and the avoidance of new blood vessels formation.
Same approach has been used to prevent blindness, all right? So you don't have blood vessels leaking in the eye.
Dr. Li writes, yet without a blood supply, most of these cancers will never become dangerous. Dr. Judah Folkman, who was the pioneer of the angiogenesis field, once called this cancer without disease.
Well, it turns out that 2 apples a day actually can lower the rate of lung cancer and colon cancer. Why? Because there are natural substances in apples like quercetin. That's one of the natural chemicals that are naturally anti-angiogenic. Green tea actually has been lowered risk of colorectal cancer, okay? Particularly in women. And what's in a cup of green tea are these polyphenols, e.g. CG. And when you drink it, it gets in your bloodstream. Why? Because the blood vessels are carrying it, and now your blood vessels loaded with this cancer-starving stuff. These little tumors don't have a chance. Second one is our stem cells. It turns out that people do regenerate. We don't regenerate that quickly, but we regenerate from the inside out. Like a lizard can regenerate like a limb or a tail, but we regenerate our organs continuously. Our lung regenerates, our liver regenerates.
With around 750 million stem cells stored in the bone marrow of a newborn, ready to spring into action when needed, stem cells send out distress signals, activating the immune surveillance system. This mobilizes immune cells to the front line, ready to clear pathogens and aid in tissue repair.
You have too much to drink, now your liver needs to be regenerated. You cut yourself, now you need to actually heal that wound. These stem cells come flying out of our bone marrow like bees out of a hive.
They regulate the immune response. By modulating immune cell activity, stem cells can help to create an environment that is less conducive to tumor growth.
Turns out that foods can coax these stem cells out of our bone marrow so we regenerate faster. Dark chocolate. Cacao has been shown to actually double the number of stem cells flowing in your bloodstream just by having 2 cups of hot chocolate made with 80% high flavanol chocolate.
A new study by UCSF cardiologists and researchers found that high concentrations of cocoa flavonols decrease blood pressure, improve the health of blood vessels, and increase the number of circulating angiogenic cells in patients with heart disease. The findings indicate that foods rich in flavonols, such as cocoa products, tea, wine, and various fruits and vegetables, have a cardioprotective benefit for heart disease patients.
By having the stem cells coming out, they were able to actually double the resiliency, the function of their blood vessels. So they got better rebound, they're better agility. Their blood vessels are in better shape because their stem cells are regenerating their circulation. You could regenerate tissue by barley, eating barley, which is beta-D-glucan, or even olive oil. There's something called hydroxytyrosol. It's a natural chemical in extra virgin olive oil. Squid ink actually protects your stem cells. Wow. It's like a shield. Third one is our gut microbiome. We barely understand the gut bacteria, but what we do know is that this gut bacteria actually controls our metabolism, communicates with our brain.
An intriguing revelation outlines that 70% of the immune system resides within the gut, emphasizing the critical link between gut health and immune function. This connection holds significant implications, as poor dietary choices can disrupt this delicate balance, potentially compromising immune defenses. Evidence suggests that dysbiosis, an imbalance in gut bacteria composition, could contribute to the development and progression of cancerous conditions.
One of my colleagues in Paris, Dr. Laurence Zitvogel, is an immuno-oncologist, okay? And she took 200 people that had different types of cancers, breast, colon, pancreas, brain. She could not find any difference between the responders and the non-responders, except for one bacteria, was Akkermansia muciniphila. The people who responded it had it in their gut, one bacteria. If she gave them an antibiotic to wipe out Akkermansia, man, the cancer just grew. They didn't respond to the treatment. If she put Akkermansia back in their gut, the tumors responded, they shrank, it disappeared. We cannot eat Akkermansia right now as a supplement. There doesn't exist, it's not a probiotic. The only thing that we can do is actually grow Akkermansia. This bacteria loves to grow in mucus. So how do we grow the mucus? Pomegranate juice, the elagitannins, natural chemicals in pomegranate, actually are one of the few things that can stimulate our gut naturally to secrete more mucus. So you can grow back your Akkermansia. So that's basically what we're doing now with some of these cancer patients, is making sure before they get immunotherapy that they're actually growing back their Akkermansia.
Number 4, our DNA.
Getting sunburns damages your DNA, eventually leading to skin cancer. Inhaling dangerous fumes damages your DNA and eventually leads to lung cancer. So how is it that we are not getting different cancers in every moment of our lives? It's because our DNA is wired for self-healing and regeneration. If our organs become damaged, like our lungs and skin, our DNA resets itself to its default healthy state. However, through our lives, our telomeres, which act as the caps to our DNA, shorten through time. As they do so, their ability to regenerate and self-heal loses its effect. Smoking and inactivity, for example, play a large role in shortening of these telomeres. This puts us at risk of the DNA being unable to provide its self-healing function.
Those things all shorten our telomeres. They burn the fuse faster, but foods can slow it down, and some foods can reverse it and lengthen the telomere. Green tea is one of them. Coffee. Amazingly, coffee actually lengthens your telomere. Leafy greens, some of the polyphenols in leafy greens can also slow down, and some of them actually look like they can lengthen the telomeres as well. And our 5th defense is our immune system. When you've got good, strong defenses, you can fight off invaders from the outside, bacteria and viruses, for example. But it's not just outside invaders. You got inside invaders as well. And those little microscopic cancers are inside invaders. And so our immune system patrols our body, and they're looking for things that don't look right. And you see that microscopic cancer that can't grow because it doesn't have a blood vessels feeding it, angiogenesis. Basically, the immune system goes there and takes them right out.
A compromised immune system negatively affects the body's ability to recognize and eliminate abnormal cells, including cancerous ones, allowing tumors to grow unchecked. A weakened immunity undermines the effectiveness of cancer treatments like chemotherapy and immunotherapy, limiting their ability to target and eradicate cancer cells. This not only heightens the risk of cancer development, but also diminishes the chances of successful treatment outcomes. Beyond cancer initiation and treatment, a weakened immune system exacerbates cancer-related complications and increases vulnerability to infections, complicating disease management further. What foods might serve as allies in this battle to restore immune strength?
Blueberries are a food that definitely boosts the immune system. It's in young people as well as older people. They boost the natural killer cells, which is really cool. Broccoli sprouts. We've done research now looking at what's in the treetops. And it turns out that these sulforaphanes can starve cancer, help your body cut off the blood supply to cancer. Broccoli treetops have it. But guess what? The stalk of the broccoli has twice as much of the good stuff than the treetops. But the broccoli sprouts have 100 times more of the sulforaphanes, the good stuff, as a grown-up broccoli. Look, the tax that we pay for being on planet Earth is we're exposed to stuff all the time. And we count on our body's health defenses to fix it. And that's kind of where we are with food as medicine. It's not the kind of like the guesswork. Like we can do serious research to get down to exactly what's actually happening at the human level.
Our stem cells, which actually help us regenerate. More stem cells, more regeneration, more repair of the heart, longer survival. Less stem cells, you're in trouble.
Stem cells, characterized by their remarkable capacity for self-renewal, serve as the repair system for the body. They are one of the main focuses of Dr. William Li, who highlights their importance as a crucial part of maintaining tissue homeostasis and facilitating regeneration.
Turns out that the way we naturally regenerate is through stem cells. You have too much to drink. Now your liver needs to be regenerated. You cut yourself. Now you need to actually heal that wound. These stem cells come flying out of our bone marrow like bees out of a hive.
Stem cell-based therapies hold promise for addressing health dilemmas, diseases, and disorders. These health issues include neurodegenerative diseases, cardiovascular disorders, as well as tissue injuries. The regenerative potential of stem cells offer profound opportunities as treatments and preventive measures for health issues on the horizon.
As we age, our stem cells also start to lose their punch. So when you have hair loss, alopecia, baldness, Alzheimer's disease, asthma, erectile dysfunction, ischemic heart disease, if we could actually replace them with stem cell therapies, it is really a whole new future of medicine.
As our stem cells hold less power the more we age, it is our responsibility to take care of this health defense system, as Dr. William Li defines them. So, according to Dr. Li, what foods could we add to our diets to maintain and strengthen the productivity of our stem cells?
What about food? Do foods stimulate stem cells? And the answer is yes. First one I want to show you is cacao or chocolate.
Cacao has been shown to actually double the number of stem cells flowing in your bloodstream just by having 2 cups of hot chocolate made with 80% high flavanol chocolate.
While the body naturally generates approximately 750,000 stem cells daily, the consumption of dark chocolate amplifies this process, offering a promising avenue for health optimization. A study conducted by researchers at the University of California, San Francisco, found the great impact of dark chocolate consumption on stem cell proliferation.
It's been done in people, 60-year-olds with heart disease. The polyphenols in this dark chocolate, that we know what they are. They're called proanthocyanidins. So I'm a scientist, so my job is to actually know what the inside chemicals actually are. Yes. These are natural chemicals, all right? Most people don't need to know that, but you drink it and it tastes good. That's all you need to know. But I'll tell you, these natural chemicals found in cacao actually trigger a reaction in your body so that they call out the stem cells. So it is literally like bees flying out of a hive, can double the number of stem cells. And what's the practical impact? Well, there was a study done at UCSF in San Francisco that looked at 60-year-old men with heart disease. So these are people whose blood vessels were already not doing so well, and their blood flow wasn't going so well either, and their blood vessels were kind of sick. That's kind of the definition of heart disease.
Participants who consumed a cocoa-infused chocolate beverage twice daily over the course of a month exhibited a twofold increase in circulating stem cells compared to their counterparts who had not consumed cocoa.
By having the stem cells coming out, they were able to actually double the resiliency, the function of their blood vessels. So they got better rebound, they're better agility. Their blood vessels are in better shape because their stem cells are regenerating their circulation.
Just this past Monday, a study was published in the journal Annals of Internal Medicine of 171,000 people in their 50s living in the United Kingdom, and it showed that those who drank 2 to 3.5 cups of coffee per day had a 30% lower risk of all-cause mortality.
Recent studies indicate that moderate coffee consumption, ranging from 2 to 3.5 cups per day, is associated with a 30% lower risk of all-cause mortality. This finding emphasizes the significance of exploring the bioactive compounds present in coffee, such as chlorogenic acid, which contributes to its diverse physiological effects.
So what's in coffee that is so beneficial for health? Coffee has a natural chemical called chlorogenic acid that does a lot of things. It improves your blood flow, stimulates your own stem cells to help your organs regenerate.
Chlorogenic acid, a natural chemical abundant in coffee, has garnered attention for its role in enhancing blood flow and stimulating the body's own stem cells, thereby promoting organ regeneration. Remarkably, organic coffee varieties exhibit higher concentrations of chlorogenic acid compared to conventionally grown beans, accentuating the potential health benefits of choosing organic options.
It's an antioxidant, and chlorogenic acid also improves your immune system. What's even more interesting is that organic coffee has more chlorogenic acid than conventionally grown beans.
Dr. Lee's investigations reveal that daily coffee consumption can boost metabolic rates while exerting cytotoxic effects on cancer cells. Polyphenols present in coffee, particularly chlorogenic and caffeic acid, exhibit antioxidant properties and epigenetically activate tumor suppressor genes, impeding cancer cell productivity. Caffeine facilitates thermogenesis, enhancing calorie burning and fat metabolism. Studies conducted at the University of South Carolina confirm the ability of coffee polyphenols to modulate gene expression, leading to the suppression of breast cancer cell growth.
Blueberries are a food that definitely boosts the immune system.
Their beautiful blue color comes from a natural dye called anthocyanin.
Blueberries have exceptional health benefits, particularly in supporting stem cell regeneration and longevity. Rich in anthocyanins, these antioxidants play a pivotal role in combating oxidative stress, thereby safeguarding stem cells from premature aging and promoting their proper functioning. Anthocyanins fortify the body's defense mechanism by shielding DNA from free radical-induced damage, fostering cellular integrity crucial for stem cell activity. Additionally, their immune-boosting attributes augment the body's resilience against infections, contributing to longevity.
That's an antioxidant that protects your DNA, helps build your immune system, and also improves your metabolism as well.
The hue of blueberries actually can be attributed to anthocyanin, a natural compound renowned for its DNA protective properties, immune-boosting capabilities, and metabolic enhancements. Research underscores blueberries' profound impact on longevity, with studies indicating a potential increase in mean lifespan by 28%. Blueberries mitigate the aging processes by repairing DNA damage, modulating aging-associated genes, and synergizing with calorie restriction benefits.
The peach actually comes from Asia. Actually was transplanted and transported along the Silk Road, and it's got chlorogenic acid.
The prominence of peaches is emphasized by their rich content of chlorogenic acid, a compound which exhibits a remarkable capacity to strengthen stem cell activity, thereby fortifying the body's innate regenerative mechanisms.
Cuts off the blood supply to tumors. It actually helps to protect stem cells, your health defenses.
Chlorogenic acid manifests potent anti-cancer attributes by delaying angiogenesis, the pivotal process fueling tumor proliferation. Its metabolic use is seen through the activation of beneficial fat metabolism and suppression of detrimental fat buildup.
But the interesting thing about chlorogenic acid is it actually helps your metabolism by fighting body fat.
Green tea is one of them.
Green tea has polyphenols called catechins. They help to fire up our brown fat to burn down harmful white fat, so they consume fuel. When fat goes down, your metabolism will actually naturally rise at any age.
Green tea is increasingly recognized for its potential in stem cell activation and regeneration. Studies have shown its anti-angiogenic properties, which can impede cancer cell proliferation and suppress tumor growth. In the Shanghai Women's Health Study, it was revealed that there is a 30.7% reduction in colon cancer risk among women who consumed green tea regularly compared to non-consumers. Central to green tea's health-promoting effects is epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG, which is a bioactive compound inhibiting angiogenesis and exhibiting anti-cancer properties. Additionally, ECGC acts as a potent inhibitor against various viruses, including hepatitis C and HIV, by disrupting virus cell receptor interactions.
I do recommend about 3 cups of green tea a day. That's where the good stuff starts to happen in your body.
Complementing EGCG, caffeine in green tea enhances metabolism, augmenting energy utilization. Dr. Lee's research highlights green tea's pivotal role in disease prevention, citing epidemiological evidence linking its consumption to reduce cancer risk. Moreover, recent studies by Dr. Lee have unveiled green tea's capacity to activate and support stem cell renewal, fostering overall wellness and longevity. This regenerative potential extends to black tea as well, which contains similar polyphenols capable of stimulating stem cells and promoting cellular rejuvenation.
So this is human studies, right? Like most of the time you hear about scientists talking about rats or mice or cells. I'm talking about human studies. And that's kind of where we are with food as medicine. It's not the kind of like the guesswork. Like we can do serious research to get down to exactly what's actually happening at the human level, because
Your body has everything that you need to stay fit, prevent disease, and recover from illness.